Well, hello, YouTube. In the shop, getting crowded. I don't know what it is, like guppies. You know how they say a fish, the bigger the fish tank you put them in, the bigger they get. It's kind of crazy. So, hey, we got the airplane. The airplane is all in one hangar. All the part, not the airplane, the parts. The hangar's a mess because we are still going through and cleaning up stuff before we and figuring out what we're gonna get rid of and all that stuff. But today, the reason why I'm in the hangar is this guy. You will have obviously a lot of long pieces. Now at the other shop, I just put this in storage and out of sight, out of mind, or out of mind, out of sight, whatever. And that's not good enough. There's actually the kit to your practice kit to make the van sign, which in there. Someday I'll make it and hang it up on the wall. But so I got this big old crate with a lot of long pieces, not the radio, but a lot of long pieces. And as you can see, this crate becomes a magnet for storing stuff. So we had to get rid of it or get rid of it. So what I did is I looked around the internet and looked for a lot of ideas, and here you go. So I found a nice little plan for a wood rack, and I'll include it in the video here so you guys can build it as well. It's nothing fancy smancy. I had a couple issues with the angles and stuff of these guys and these poles, but it's going to work. So what I'm going to do now is clean. I use my bandsaw to cut the tubing for these guys here that I wrapped in electrical tape. Electrical tape is cheap, and I had plenty of it. So what I'm going to do is clean up. That's the first thing, is get some things cleaned up, and then we are going to proceed to get everything in this crate. That's going to go up in the wall of shame. Those are my wall of shame parts, and get them on this rack. And like I said, I have plans for it. So the really nice thing about it is that I can put all the long pieces there. I can put all the skins in here and stand them up and everything. And like I said, nothing major. This is just a standard wood rack that I am going to repurpose and use, or never purposed it to begin with, but I'm going to use it to store all my long parts. Have the horizontal stabilizer, verticals, all that stuff. So I'm probably going to rig up something here on the back side or maybe on the top to get that off the ground. Better yet, I need to finish cleaning up, getting all this mess out of here. And you guys didn't see it when we first moved in. I did have a video. I didn't share it with you, but this is a combination of what was in a couple storage sheds. Obviously, a lot of it's personal stuff. It's not related to the airplane. Got some appliances there, stuff like that. I got to get in here and get this cleaned out. And that's the goal for next week. It's amazing how much crap I accumulate. I don't know about you, how much crap we accumulate. So yeah, slowly and surely it is getting organized and everything. Denny and I, we were here until about 11, 12 o'clock last night, getting that thing built after work. And then also we have our golf cart to help us get them, go to and from the office. And we had to put a lithium ion battery. This is pretty cool. We pulled the batteries out of here, and that was a chore. And then we put in one big battery for the lithium ion. I got to build, that thing's heavy. It's not going to move in there, but I'm still going to build a tray because some of the younger flight instructors think they're flying jets when they ride the cart and everything. So I'm gonna get that secured and stuff. So yeah, just it's a mess. It is a mess. It was a lot worse. We had I got another video. I'll post it right before this one. You guys can see it was. So we're slowly whittling it down, breaking piles and making other piles. But believe it or not, they do have purpose. Like, that's all ham radio stuff. Actually, all those boxes, those big crates, that's all ham radio. It's a ham radio inside that catch-all box. These are all ham radio, different go boxes and stuff for field day and all that. If you're a ham radio operator, shoot me a text or whatever. I'll be glad to share with you. I'm going to be selling a lot of this stuff, get it out of here and everything. So, yep, it's like always, got a lot of work to do. My goal is to get that done, which I did. So now I want to get everything out of there and get it onto that rack and then figure out what we're going to do with that crate and stuff. But first I got to clean up. And that is always fun. Wink, nod. So, all right, I'll be back in a little while. All right, YouTube, there you go. Looky there. Everything that was in there is now on the rack. Look at that. I wish I would have done that sooner. and everything. So I got all my skins. The skins fit nicely in the plywood bays. Yeah, I mean, I even have this whole backside if I wanted to maybe build something to hang the stabilizers, the elevators, or the elevators and stuff. I could do that. But as you guys can see, man, I love when a plan comes together. Everything fits perfectly on there. Things that need to be flat are flat. Yeah, so there you go. And like I said, I will post the plans. I did not design this, did not engineer it, but it worked out perfectly for what I need to have done. And as you can see, it is mobile, so I can move it around the shop, get it out of the way, which is the most important thing. I will have to say that I'm really happy that pretty much everything in my shop is on rollers. That way I can, like these benches, I can move them out of the way, push them out of the way. And then I can also move the parts to my work area. So yeah, look at that. That's a whole corner of nothing but RV10 parts. How cool is that? So yeah, slowly getting here. I gotta put that guy up. Slowly getting moved into the shop. It's just, it's tedious and, take our time doing it right and everything. So, yeah, it's just, God, what a mess. Before you guys flame me, I know my shop is a disaster area. I had a guy come in who builds RV10s. He actually works over there with Saint Aviation. And he did compliment me on my organization here, how all my parts are labeled and in the right container. He did find, I guess they tell you, I still got a lot more to put in the containers, the sustainers. But they tell you, find something good about something and then comment it. But, he did comment on that, so I guess I got that going for me. But yeah, look at that. It's a whole corner of RV10 parts. I will tell you, I got a call on Friday late after hours from Vans. They are ready to ship the quick build fuselage. Hence, this will all be gone within a week. All that stuff will be gone to make room for it. And they asked me what shipper I wanted to use. So the fuselage is on its way. But so good times, exciting times. And yeah, we're going to get back to building. I promise. I haven't forgot. I have the fuel tank that we started while we were in the other shop. We'll get that done. But, I just got to get this shop organized and laid out so we can do our production. I will have to tell you, the smaller shop was nice in the sense that it was so small that you really, if you cluttered things up, you had to clean them up right away. But I can tell you, this shop here, because it's going to be, we're going to have to stay on top of our game to make sure that we are cleaning up as we go, because there's just so much room here. It's very easy as I look over there, to just put stuff on a shelf now. And but the problem is when you need it, you can't find it. So yeah, that's why I'm taking my time to get this organized. So that way, when we are ready to go into production and get back to building, we can, just not, we know where everything's at. So just bear with me. I know it's been a while since I've actually did a building video, but this is part of the process. It's the little details. It's kind of like the finances and all that stuff you got to do to build an airplane. And it's, you just got to do it. And, it's fun, but I really like that rack. And like I said, I will leave the instructions for that rack with this post because I think if you're building an RV10 or any RV with long parts, man, this thing just makes life. I wish I would have had this a little bit sooner, but to be honest with you, didn't have the room. So, all right, like always, leave a comment, question, concern in the comment section as it relates to the airplane. All the other stuff, don't care. There's other forums and other ways of leaving those comments, and I'll try to get back to you. But like always, God bless you. Be safe, and get up flying. Go flying. We get caught up in this stuff. Get up in the air. I'm going to go flying tomorrow. Actually, I flew this week, and everything. Couldn't, it's a different. Tell you guys later. But it was fun. I was flying with another guy just to go flying. He was PIC, so I couldn't. So he was actually being instructed as a CFI, and there was another CFI who was instructing him, and I played the student and everything. So yeah, it was kind of cool, and enjoyed purposely screwing up. That was kind of fun. And reliving some of my finest moments as a student, and yeah, that was a blast. But all right, enough said. I'm starting to ramble. I'm gonna get this cleaned up. I'm gonna get back with Miss Sandy and the grandkids and the daughter, and try to spend the rest of my weekend, or what's left of it, with them, enjoying my family. God bless you. Be well.